Hello everyone, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day and making some really good trades because Bitcoin got the pullback that I was expecting, and we ran into the 200-day moving average here, into a little bit of resistance, and now it looks like we've confirmed our B wave top. It doesn't mean that we're going to start crashing down right away. We could very well consolidate and chop sideways a little bit and maybe even do some backing and filling, so we might even come back up to 26,600. So for the time being, we're back at support here, but this was pretty telling of a move. And again, we anticipated this move towards the upside here using our wave edge indicator and using our market cipher indicator as well, which showed us a reduction in red money flow. And once we saw barely any red money flow left, we started taking some longs, and then we got a nice move up towards the upside, and then we saw heavy accumulation coming in here with wave edge right here with these two green triangles, which is a significant amount of accumulation, and the long signals with the green crosses there. And again, you guys can see we took those trades here the other day. I'm still in them, right? I opened an ETH long, and then actually I closed the longs, but I'm open some shorts now. So we closed those longs up very nicely in some nice trades there. And then again, I think Hayden had some crazy wins as well. So if you guys want to get these amazing trades, all you have to do is sign up with the link in the description, and then you'll be able to get all these amazing trades. And now I am short Bitcoin since 27,800, and I shorted Ethereum as well. And again, a lot of people were getting upset that we are now shorting Bitcoin, and it doesn't mean Bitcoin is going to crash and I hate Bitcoin. It's just that that's what the chart's telling me to do, and we're here to make money, and that's what I did. Anyways, let's move on here. So again, the bullish scenario is looking definitely less likely, like I talked about yesterday, from this 1, 2, 3, this 5-wave move up, and now we're trying to find the bottom in our 4th wave. But this new daily candle here is definitely showing us a lot of negative signs here, with a 22 and a -5 on the dual band strength index. You got red money flow, a red dot on the market cipher B, and then on top of that, you're also coming into a pretty significant downtrend, pretty big down move as well. So this move is most likely going to continue. And again, I do this, I tell you guys this to avoid taking long trades too early. And actually, we just printed a new monthly candle, and let me tell you, the monthly candle actually is not looking too good. We just got a red dot and a -5 on the dual band strength index on market cipher, and right now we have a red dot as well, and we have a red dot here into the green money flow on the monthly time frame. But it does this doesn't mean that Bitcoin is going to crash to new lows here, but it does definitely mean that we're most likely going to see some downside in Bitcoin, and it could very well bleed into the traditional markets as well. How low are we going to go? That's going to be the million-dollar question. That I am not sure. But right here, you guys can probably tell that once we've had these red dots on the monthly time frame, this was a significant change in trend, and it continued for a quite significant amount of time, right? It doesn't mean that we can't get short ones as well before the bull run, because the halving is coming soon, and it's actually going to be in April of 2024. So we could very well just chop down until then and maybe come back down to 15,000 or 21,000. Again, where we're going to make our low, that has yet to be determined. But overall, it's looking quite bearish at the moment. And this is something that I warned about as well, as for people not to get too bullish too quickly, is because we are still in this phase of where the money flow was green but very light, right? It was not thick like we've seen in the bull runs here. It was very light. We got a small amount of green money flow, and it could very well cross back into the red, and that's something similar that happened here in 2019. We got a big move up in the price, and then we saw a small amount of green money flow, which dwindled away quite quickly, and then you saw it cut back into the red money flow, which also followed with a pretty significant down move of over 38 to 37%. Now, if you're going to do a 30-20% move towards the downside from where we are, if we're going to cut back into that red money flow, then you could be looking at around 20% would bring us down to 21,000. And if you're going to go as low as 30%, then you're going to come back to the lows of 18,000, right? Or even maybe we'll take out the lows and make new lows before the bull run comes in 2024. But anyways, that's far down the road. What I just want to tell you guys now are the signs that I'm seeing for Bitcoin, and that we may start to see some downside in the near future. Okay. All right, now let's move on here and let's take a look at wave edge, because again, wave edge was also the signal that showed me that we should probably exit our longs here and start to take profit. And then that's exactly what we saw. We saw, you know, a significant amount of selling happening on wave edge, and then we saw a big drop. And actually right now we're seeing a good amount of buying on the 1 hour time frame, but the larger time frames tell you the story. And right now, I mean, we liquidated both sides. We liquidated the longs. Sorry, we liquidated the shorts, liquidated the longs. We may come back up once again to test 26,600, and then we could continue down towards new lows. But again, we still have a lot of support underneath. Nothing's gonna go down in a straight line. You're gonna do some backing filling. You're gonna chop around sideways, and it won't be easy. Excuse me. All right, let's move on here. Let's take a look at Ethereum very quickly, because that's my second trade as well. And again, I'm just looking to do the same thing with ETH. It's probably going to be to short it into a B wave here. Again, this is showing a bullish scenario for Ethereum, but to me, it's most likely looking like we're going to follow a similar pattern with Bitcoin, and then we're going to probably find some support right around 1,400 to even maybe as low as a 1,000. But again, we're not, those are some far down price targets. In the short term, we still have some support here right around the 1620 level. But once we take that out, you could start to move down. The daily time frame is looking quite bearish with increasing red money flow. The daily time frame doesn't show, sorry, the weekly time frame doesn't show anything of any significant bottom here. And then the monthly time frame also showing something similar to Bitcoin. It's looking like we have some pretty bearish signal here. Pretty bearish signals, 15 in the -4 on dual band strength index. Okay, but overall, you know, you want to accumulate these things, you know, as they dip down for the long term. And once you have accumulated them, then you're just going to reap the reward once the dollar starts to fall, and it'll pay you up. Because right now the dollar is looking very bullish, right? We had another bounce back up today, and it looks like the dollar could very well make a new high according to the Elliott wave indicator right here. Although I don't think we're going to do that, because if we do this and the dollar starts to surge towards the upside, then this, in my opinion, would be extremely bearish for the markets. And right now, you know, the DXY is already in red money flow. We got our pump up. We got a reversal signal on the weekly time frame. Sorry, the weekly time frame is right here. Okay, so I guess that was the 4-day was the red money flow, but the weekly is actually almost into that red money flow. And if we start to dip back down and cross back down, then you're probably going to see a big commodity run. You're going to see Bitcoin rallying, and you're going to see, you know, commodities go, and maybe the equities will go, but it all depends on what the market conditions are once we get there. So again, I'll give you guys updates inside the Discord. So if you guys want to join in and get access to my trade signals when I enter and I exit, you guys can do that by signing up with the link in the description. All right, that's enough for tonight's video. Hopefully this was informative and you guys know what's coming up next and where my plan is for Bitcoin and what my trades are going to be. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.